Oh yeah, sexy biscuits. Nice.
Long was 1975. A YouTuber's on the rise. Reviewing games late at night and sometimes friends. But Long Boys Bros 1975.
This is Pit Fighter on the Amiga, albeit on my Super Console X. Yeah, had to do this, didn't I? Absolutely had to do it. How well this plays, I do not know. I've never actually seen a video of this or anything like that. But this was released in 1991 by Domark. Obviously, it's an arcade machine of the same name released by, I want to say Atari, or is it Midway? I get confused with those people. I remember this from the arcades. This was like crude as shit now, but back in the day in the arcades, this was just like something else. Especially when, like, not this bloke, although he's the best character and everyone wanted to play, you know, as him. But he's doing the splits there, then you got this bloke on like there you go. Everyone just went, oh my god, it's like Kickboxer with Van Damme, I need to play this. But yeah, that was really, really impressive in the arcades. And I remember it on a school trip where we stopped in the services somewhere, and they had this along with Rad Mobile, but this more so was just like, holy shit, digitized graphics, it's like real life, it's the movies. Never seen anything like this before. Although, is it the first game to feature digitized graphics? Because this is pre-Mortal Kombat. In the arcades, a game that features the band Journey. I don't know. The music's pretty good. How close it is to the arcade, I honestly don't know. But anyway, this was a massive, massive deal. I'm guessing this inspired Mortal Kombat, and it was released on absolutely everything. The Mega Drive version doesn't have scaling. I'll be interested to see if this has scaling, sprite scaling, but that didn't. But it played alright and is a lot of fun of gameplay. The SNES version is just brutal, awful crap and incredibly unfair. Spectrum, Amstrad and Commodore might surprise you with what they do. The Spectrum actually attempts scaling. If you look at it graphic wise, it's shit, but how it like moves the size of the sprites for what it's running on is quite impressive. Atari ST version couldn't get it to work, hence I went to this. There's a Master System version which I played, which is alright. Anyway, let's get into it. I had to give you all that guff. It's the law, right? No one wanted to play this here. I always like the fact that if your CV was, I was one of these three guys, that would be cool. So Buzz, Ty, Kato. We're going to go with Ty. With one button, how do you do his like jumping roundhouse or whatever it is? You know what I mean, like a triple kick thing. But check it out, he's not just in the game. He's coming out of the game. And I think Buzz breaks the confines of his selection square. Otherwise known as breaking the fourth wall. That's the main bad guy. He's a gimp. Right. That's small. My life is top left. His is underneath. Now, first things first. While it looks pretty pants, it's got one up on the Mega Drive. Because look, that's reasonably impressive. It's got scaling. I like that. And the crowd acts as it should do. Forward and punch is... What is he doing? Forward and fire is punch. I don't even know what that is. Jump for victory. Controls are shizen. Also, his kick just floors me. Right, that's a diagonal. That's diagonal down. I'm just going to stand here and do this. Right, the hit detection's shit. And the animation is lacking. However, I'm quite impressed that there's a level of scaling in this. Right. What happens? Oh yeah, awesomely done. Fight purse. For some reason they put it underneath you on a pickup, on a forklift, and you're on a pallet, and the forklift is clearly the wrong size for our character sprite. Accurate to the arcade. See, until you actually have to try and fight them, and one button doesn't help it, graphically, it's not terrible. Right, up left, but it's not doing anything. Up left, and then up right, dependent upon which way you're facing. Come on. Oh, look at that with the combos for an early game. Stay down. Need to kick him on the floor. Weapons. See, part of me just wants to say this is bastardly unplayable, but the other part wants to give it a pat on the back before it takes it outside and shoots it for having sprite scaling. Software sprite scaling. Look, we can move around. Which I understand is not smooth. But again, you know, it's a decent representation of what the arcade was famous for. All the other ports, which you could argue on graphically superior hardware. I mean, surely the SNES could have done it. But yeah, they didn't even bother trying it. Am I fighting myself? No, I'm fighting Kate. Yeah, I am fighting. I don't know. Yeah. 3 knockdowns. Like, how does that count as a knockdown? No! Yay! That's a bonus game? I have no idea what happened there. But ultimately, it's shit. But it's trying, and that's the important thing here. I'll still take the Mega Drive version over it, because the Mega Drive version is actually playable. However, the Mega Drive version has 3 buttons. This does not. We've got the stages, we've got no voices, I've just noticed that. With the, come on! I don't know how I did that. I want stick. Alright. I can't pick up the stick. Yeah, I can pick her up surprisingly easy. Sound effects are shite. Lisa's got that kick in. Aww. It's giving me continues. Because didn't the Mega Drive? Oh, I could be confused. Turn around. Not today, love. Yeah, you weren't even on my plane. Yeah, just me to give you another character. Like I said, no one wanted to play as Buzz. Although, to be perfectly honest, alright, cheeky. Not without dinner. Someone's winking. See what I did there? Yeah, but I'll take Buzz over KO. See, she can pick shit up. Of course she can, she's a tramp. She picks up shit really easily. Filthy. Remember, ladies pinch, whores use rouge. Points to the quote. I feel I'm at a disadvantage because I can't pick fuck all up. Even her, and she's a whore. How do I pick up the health? No! Yes! Yeah, the bottom line is, it's not very good, but kudos for trying to do, you know, what the arcade was famous for. I mean, it clearly is digital sprites, I get that. Whether they just, I don't know, dumbed down the arcade graphics or done it themselves, I really don't know. Oh, obviously Kato keeps appearing because Kato, so just worry about the red health bar and the name underneath it, but Kato keeps appearing because he would be in player 2. Oh, and I'm dead. What is that? Oh, God. Someone's never told you how to hit people with a pool cue, have they? Cannot pick anything up. Hit detection is shit. Sound effects are rubbish. Music's on the smallest loop ever. Broken record, Dave. But kudos for the scaling. Look, there's air between us when we're landing punches then. So all the moves are in it. They're just unbelievably difficult to do. Get away! Because I've got 1 button. Even though the Amiga could accept 2 buttons. Why would you not? I'm going to press the other button now. No, doesn't work. Why would you not implement that on this? Like, clearly a game that fucking needs it, and no, we'll go with 1 button for, you know, all those people that can't afford a joystick with 2 buttons. That's why you just include a 1 button mode. Christ alive, it's not rocket science. Spinning kick, don't know how to do it. Record knockout. Bonus stage. I'd quit now, mate, seriously, because you're getting a fucking kick in. And you got a nice, you know, chunk of cash. Maybe invest in some real estate or something. Maybe get a white stick. Grudge match, last fight stand. What? Last fight standing wins. How many people? 2 because it should be player 2 with me. I like the fact that it's irrelevant that he's kicking me or I'm kicking him on the floor because it's a 3-hit, you know, knockout. So, there we have it. Pit Fighter on the Amiga. I want to say this is probably going to be, based on that I can get the ST to load the intro, but this is a port of the ST. However, like I said, look at this guy. Graphically, I don't think this is terrible. I think graphically this is better than the Mega Drive version. Unfortunately, the controls are shit, as is the hit detection. But if you loved this in the arcade, I guess you would have been more than happy with this, because it doesn't play fantastically in the arcade, seriously. Play it now through MAME or something, or the Midway collection, and you'll see what I mean. Yeah, it does not play fantastically in the arcade. But yeah, you would have loved this. But Mega Drive version plays better. But kudos to this for the scaling and stuff like that. Can't have been easy. And it, probably another example of a game that on the back of the box or in magazines, you probably thought, this looks amazeballs. I must spend the £25 or £29 that this clearly commands. Oh, it's invulnerability in it. Anyway, as always, I love to know what things, especially if you played this, or the Amiga version back in the day. ST version, sorry. Or any version. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you later.